We are the Gujarat Technological University. Since its inception over a decade ago, GTU has been empowering young and curating minds to realize their true potential. Over 4 lakh inspired students are enrolled with one of the premier academic universities in India. With more than 450 affiliated colleges in its fold operating across 5 zones of the state, GTU, the International Innovative University, your place to move forward.
Good morning all. Today we are going to learn how a two-stroke engine works. Okay. So this is the block diagram of a two-stroke engine. Okay. So let's first have a look at the construction of two-stroke engine. So basic mechanism is same as four-stroke, means piston, connecting rod, crank, counterweight is shown over here. This lower portion is called crank casing or sump, and upward portion is cylinder, and the outer portion is called engine block. On the engine block, various openings are created which are known as ports. Okay, as you can see here, various ports are mentioned: inlet port, exhaust port, transfer ports. Okay, so basically port is opening provided in the casing or engine block. So here no moving mechanism is there inside the port. It is simply an opening provided on the engine block. Okay. And opening and closing of these ports is decided based on relative position of piston inside the cylinder. Okay. Let me show you. As you can see, when piston is in this position, it is blocking the opening of inlet port. Means there will be no movement of charge inside the casing when piston is in this position. Okay, as you can see, it is blocking the opening of inlet port. Now when piston is moving upward in this position, you can see the opening of inlet port is unblocked. So there will be flow of charge inside the casing. And here you can see it is blocking the opening of transfer port and exhaust port. So no movement from these ports while piston is in this position. Okay. So inlet port is basically used to take the fresh charge inside the casing. To transfer port, this charge will be transferred from crank casing to cylinder. While through exhaust port, the burned gases will be sent out of the cylinder. So that is the purpose of these 3 ports. So now let's have a look at the working of two-stroke engine. As you can see over here, there are only 2 strokes, upward and downward stroke. If you recall the 4-stroke engine, we were using 4 strokes to complete a cycle, while in 2-stroke engine, whole cycle will be completed in 2 strokes only, means 2 movement of piston only. So let's talk about first stroke, upward stroke. Okay, so in the beginning of upward stroke, you can see that inlet port is covered. It means there is no movement of fresh charge inside casing. Now as piston moves in upward direction, so that charge is present from previous cycle. So now when piston moves further upward, you can see as soon as this inlet port is uncovered, the flow of charge here, if we talk about petrol engine, charge will be mixture of air and fuel. Okay, so charge will come inside the crank casing. Okay, so suction process will be going on in crank casing, and as you can see that both of these exhaust and transfer ports are covered. So in this region, in top portion of cylinder, compression process will begin. Okay. So simultaneously two processes will be going on: in crank casing, suction process, and in cylinder, compression. Okay, so these two processes will go simultaneously in one stroke only. Okay, observe this: we are moving the piston from bottom dead center to top dead center only, and two processes are going on, suction and compression. Okay. And near the end of compression, we are providing spark. Okay, in petrol engine we are providing spark with the help of spark plug. So here charge will be ignited. So here high pressure condition will be generated. So now our next stroke begins, downward stroke. Okay. So in the beginning of downward stroke, you can see that exhaust and transfer ports are covered. So there is no movement of charge or exhaust gases through these ports. Okay. Now as this high pressure and temperature gases pushes the piston in downward direction, piston moves downward. Now as you can see, first here inlet port is covered, so the supply of charge will be cut off. Okay. And the fuel or charge present over here is compressed by piston, and as piston further moves downward, you can see here the transfer port and exhaust ports gets opened. Okay. So as soon as this exhaust port is opened, the exhaust gases will flow out of the cylinder to this port, and this charge present in the sump or crank casing will be pushed inside cylinder to transfer port. Okay. Observe this thing. Okay. As piston moves downward, this charge present over here is pushed inside the cylinder through transfer port. So here again two processes are going on in one stroke, in downward stroke only. First, power. Okay. Observe this: first we are igniting the fuel with the help of spark. So power is generated or power stroke is going on, and as soon as it uncovers the exhaust port, the exhaust process will be going on. Let me start the animation so you can better understand. First, upward stroke, so suction and compression will be simultaneously going on. Then with the help of spark we are generating power or creating high pressure condition. So piston will be pushed in downward direction in power stroke. Observe this. Okay. Now we are giving spark. So power, high pressure is generated, which is pushing piston downward, and exhaust gases will be going out of the cylinder. Now one thing you are observing is scavenging. Okay. So what is scavenging? Okay. Here you can observe that exhaust gases are going out of the cylinder. At the same time, through transfer port, this charge is coming inside the cylinder. Okay. So this charge is actually pushing the exhaust gases out of the cylinder. Okay. So the process of sweeping the exhaust gases out of the cylinder, by the charge coming from transfer port is known as scavenging. So that is also a definition repeatedly asked in the exam. What is scavenging? It is basically a process of sweeping the exhaust gases out of the cylinder by the charge coming out from transfer port is called as scavenging. This fresh charge is pushing the exhaust gases out of the cylinder. So that process is called scavenging. So this is how a two-stroke engine works. If the charge consists of mixture of petrol and air and we are using spark plug to ignite the charge, that engine will be known as petrol engine, two-stroke petrol engine. If instead of spark plug, if we use fuel injector and in charge we take only air inside the cylinder, then that engine will be known as two-stroke diesel engine. Only this difference is present between petrol and diesel engine. All the constructional features are same. And one more, in petrol engine we are using spark plug, in diesel engine instead of spark plug we will use fuel injector. Okay, so in two-stroke engine there are many processes going on simultaneously, but one thing to keep in mind that all these processes are completed in two strokes only. That is why the name is given as two-stroke engine. First stroke is, you can say, upward stroke, while piston is moving from bottom dead center to top dead center. In upward stroke, suction and compression will be going on simultaneously, while in downward stroke, power and exhaust processes will be going on. In many books, the downward stroke is considered as first stroke and upward stroke is considered as second stroke. You can take any of the down or upward stroke as first or second. Either you can consider downward stroke as first stroke or second stroke. Okay, you can consider, but the working is not going to change based on whether you are considering it as a first stroke or second stroke. Okay, but it is better to mention downward stroke and upward stroke instead of first stroke and second stroke, so it will be easy to understand. So if you have any question or query related to two-stroke engine, then you can contact me or comment below.